Hey, book lovers, welcome back to Shelf Addiction, the podcast where we dive deep into the pages of thriller and fantasy reads. I'm your host, Tamara, and today we are diving into Scared Sexy, 2 of the 6 Kindle short stories with audio narration, included on Kindle Unlimited and Audible exclusively. But first, a quick heads up, if you crave the full visual experience and want to ditch the ads, head on over to our Patreon. You'll unlock ad-free video episodes, including exclusive after shows and other bonus content. If you prefer audio-only Spreaker listeners, you're in luck. After shows and exclusives are available there as well, and now available on Spotify. So if you are a Spotify listener and you want to hear what we talk about in the after shows, go ahead and sign up and you can become a premium subscriber. Want even more bookish banter? Join our communities over on the Book Clubs app, and don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review wherever you're listening. And speaking of community, I'm thrilled to welcome back my fantasy and romance ride or die co-host, Casey from Heart Full of Ink. Welcome back, Casey.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, feels like so long since I last saw you, right?
I know, it's been forever.
You guys, find us both online in all the usual spots. The links for everything are in the show notes, so click around and do all the things. We appreciate you for doing that. But before we begin, I want to remind you that we talk full spoilers here with Book Chat, so spoiler alert, you've been warned. Today we are discussing Scared Sexy, Fall for Something Wicked, an anthology of novellas from 6 contemporary romance authors. Today we are specifically reviewing J.T. Geisinger's story, Spicy Little Curses. I know that sounded weird saying that last name. It just came out weird. I'm not re-recording it. And Kimberly Lemming's story, My Boyfriends Are All Monsters. The audiobook is narrated by 11 narrators. So guess who's not saying all 11 narrators? Because I don't know who did what. It was published September 23rd, 2025. The book and the audiobook is Amazon Original Stories. It is 368 pages in ebook and about 2-ish hours of the 11 hours and 6 minutes total runtime. Let's just start with one. Read one of the synopses.
Okay.
You pick which one we'll start with.
I have My Boyfriends Are All Monsters open first.
Okay.
So, tossing a coin in a mysterious well seems like a harmless way to cope with being ditched on a mountain until every impossibly hot man in town starts competing for one woman's attention in this steamy short story by USA Today bestselling author Kimberly Lemming. Lucy Sawyer's wish for true love lands her in an enchanted town where men are supernatural, the chemistry is off the charts, and everyone wants to date her. But they say that things that seem too good to be true usually are. And soon Lucy may need to decide if she's willing to pay the cost of her happily ever after. There's
That's
another
it?
paragraph, but it just describes the whole
Okay.
anthology.
Okay, so I did look up the amount for this, and this one is technically 52 pages long.
Mm-hmm.
So short and sweet or short and something. High level, what did you think when you finished this
High
short
level,
story?
I thought it was cute. It
Uh-huh.
made me laugh a little bit. I 1000% wish there was another 100 pages of anything. Plot, world building, character development, more just... I think it was a very cute concept, but I just wish there was a lot more to it. Because, we've talked about Kimberly Lemming on the podcast a lot. We love her. We love her full-length books that are 300 pages.
Mhm.
This had all of her hallmarks to it, but it was way too short.
Yeah, I think I liked what you said. This was a good concept, and it should
Mhm.
have stayed a concept. It
I think
should
if
have
she
been.
fleshed it out, it could have been better.
I would agree with that, but I'm not even sure. I don't know. It's like it's not there, so I can't even guess if this would
Mhm.
have been better full length. It was not what I was expecting from her. Although, yes, it did have the things that we expect from her, like the comedy.
Mhm.
I think when I finished it, I said the best thing about that were her little friends texting her and calling her.
Yes, and honestly, accurate.
Mhm.
How many books have we read where the friends just, don't even call to check on you, or they're like, "Oh, yeah, you were doing something last week, but I was busy with my own life."
Mhm.
At least these friends were like, "Hey, are you alive? Call me."
They're like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's like, "Wait, there's this, like, hot doctor and this other guy," and they're like, "Oh my god, do the doctor, do the doctor."
Ditch your boyfriend, do the
Yeah,
doctor.
yeah, let's know what happens. They're, like, invested fully,
Yes.
thinking she's in a cult or something, like, "Where are you?"
Which the town did seem very much like a Hallmark cult.
Yeah, it was very weird. I probably would have hightailed it out of there, but, that's why I'm not in a fiction story. The stuff looked crazy. So, I guess, it was cute. It was, like you said, too short. I
Mhm,
think Lucy was a fun character.
mhm.
I don't know why she had that trash boyfriend, though. Like, he was trash.
Yeah, he was the worst of the worst, and I think, Kimberly just made him that bad to show why Lucy's so desperate to have anybody else, because he literally ditched her on the side of a mountain to go be with a woman who he said he didn't have feelings for, but clearly wanted
Obviously.
her more than his actual girlfriend's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like, he was just cartoonishly evil bad boyfriend. If he had the little
Yeah.
twirly mustache, he'd be twirling it and glaring out of a monocle and laughing maniacally as he tied her up to a railroad.
I mean, honestly, if I were Lucy, she was too kind to even dump him.
Yeah.
I
No,
would have
she
just
was
did what he would have been on mute, never to hear from me again. He just
mhm,
would just talk to the
mhm.
hand. He never spoke to me again. That's it. But
I mean, honestly, if you're that petty, you could have your friends start calling him being like, "Is she alive? Did you kill her? We're gonna send you to the police because you were the last person to see her alive."
actually, that would be a really good prank.
Right? And he would deserve it because he was
Mhm.
fucking awful.
Yeah, and just to have an awful boyfriend for the sake of being awful gave Lucy an excuse to go off and just be wild with this
Mhm.
dude or entity
The
she
one
just
who
met.
waits.
Yeah, and not have any concern about doing anything wrong, or she just could have been a single girl on a camping trip as well, but
Mhm.
whatever works, I guess. It's fine. What'd you think about the entity?
I honestly needed to know a lot more just to have some sort of description and context. Like, he was kind of a god, but also just not. Like, just a being that lives in the mountains, but also, he's like, "She's
Yeah.
worshiping me, so she's my priestess, so now I have to worship her back." And I'm in everything, but also in just one thing, and it was really cute that he was reading romance novels that people left on the mountain and, like, using that as his basis to create this cult
Now,
land.
that's what's funny. So, this god guy, what do we call him? What's his name? Hemlock. He creates, like, literally several men who are all fine as hell because they are from covers of books.
Mhm. Billie Jenkins cover model in another one.
That particular scene was really cute. She's
Yes.
looking at him, and he's like, "What are you looking at?" Basically, like, "Get out of my grill." And she's like, "Do anyone ever tell you you look just like this cover model on a Beverly Jenkins book?" I'm like, "Girl."
See, it was moments
Hilarious.
like that that made this book so cute, or this story. And,
Yeah,
like, I wish it had been even another 50 pages and, like, 100 pages total, just, like, kind of fleshing out all of it, so it wasn't
mhm.
just, "Okay, cute story, cute story, cute story. 5 chapter 5 is we're all banging now."
Yeah, it was a
And by
quick leap.
all, I mean, it's the same entity, but in multiple bodies because apparently he can't fit into one body, so he needs to have multiple bodies, and she's like, "Let me pull out my Kindle and show
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
demon and the vampire and the other thing I want." Like, I just I get it. It was cute, but I wanted a little more build up to that and a little more context and more world building.
So I wanted to know, did you have to explain what all these characters could do and what they look like? Or this guy couldn't have read that many women weren't leaving that many books where he just knew all these characters.
I mean, she probably said, "Here's my Kindle, here are the books."
Go
And
for
he
it.
just like touched it and incorporated it into his mind because he's magic. I don't know.
I guess. Maybe. But I guess that's a fun way to spice things up, just depending on who you want to deal with that day. Or,
Hmm.
it was kind of strange how he's in many bodies, but then one big, odd tentacle like body,
Mm.
and then, but
The
separate
fucking
also.
tentacles.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't with the tentacles.
I
But
can't with the tentacles. Oh God.
yeah, not cute. I don't know, but I think she also tossed the coin into a fountain, right?
Hmm.
That's where
That's where it all started.
yeah, that kicked it off. So I guess it's fine. It's a little daydream, I guess.
Absolutely. Like this was such a like a an homage to romance readers.
Yeah,
This was, okay, every romance girly who has the Kindle with all of the monsters and the paranormal books and the Harlequins and the Hallmark and Beverly Jenkins who has the shitty boyfriend and wants to be whisked off her feet. But
yeah,
it was too fast.
yeah,
That's my biggest
literally.
complaint.
Like, okay, so the cover art for this particular story had green tentacles coming out of like a piece of
Mhm.
paper, a pink cover. I kind of wish we had got a more traditional lemming cover so we could have
Mhm.
seen what Lucy looks like. But based on the description, obviously she's probably a mid-sized girl,
Mhm.
bordering plus size, because she sure got a hoot out of this guy, like just picking her up and walking off with her like she was a bag of flour or something. I mean, he just huffed her up and just, all these guys were just picking her up. I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, I understand. Cute. I'm like, that part is cute. So there are things to like, but yeah, that's about it. There were things to like, and that's as nice as I can be. I
Can
don't
I
know.
ask you a question and we can cut this out if you don't wanna answer?
Sure.
If you were in Lucy's position, what 3 paranormal creatures would you wanna sleep with?
Okay. Mm, I'll leave this in for Patreon and cut it out for
Yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah, yeah.
else. I
Mm,
guess it's fun that you get to have your fantasies come true literally for someone who's like literally willing to do basically whatever you say.
mhm.
Like this entity has he's just seems like he's just there to please her and that's it.
Yeah, and that's what he said, point
Yeah.
blank. He was like, "I'm here for you, don't ever leave me." And that was the one thing where I was like, she should be able to go off the mountain at some point and maybe, like, go shopping or go to the
Look,
grocery store or go visit her friends,
right. I was thinking that same thing. Do you have food? Do you have real food here? Do people
yeah, real food.
like what does this look like when you're not pretending to be an old lady and a dog and several old ladies, several dogs, and several hot men?
Mhm.
What does it look like? Am I by myself up here? What's going on? Who's cooking this food? Who's cleaning this inn? Who's doing all
Exactly.
that?
Exactly.
Not me.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'd need off that mountain. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'll be back when I want some.
Like, I'll leave for a day or 2, come back, leave for a couple days, stay for a week, live
Mm,
my life, but not just, "I'm stuck here for the rest of my life," kind of thing.
yeah, I don't know. It seemed weird.
It was very
Um,
weird.
so let's rate that story 1 to 5 as we do. What would you rate that story?
Okay, so I keep calling it cute, but I just want so much more out of it. So I think I have to give it a 3-star.
Oh, that's so nice and
I
generous.
know.
Oh, yeah. I did say some parts were cute, but I'm giving it a 2 star. I was kind of like,
It's the
I had to
first disappointing thing I've read by Kimberly Lemming.
Yeah, I didn't love it, and if this is your first introduction to her, I think you're gonna be shortchanged. You don't really know
Absolutely.
how good she can be,
Mhm.
so I think that is where she failed because here is a great opportunity to get in front of new faces,
Yes.
and I think she could have brought it a little better.
Yes.
So, sorry, Kimberly. Still love your writing, girl, but
Yeah.
not this one.
Same.
Yeah.
Love her. I will keep recommending her books, but not this short story.
Mhm. Yep. Okay, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk about our second of the 6, and we'll talk about if we're gonna read any more of these or whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. We will be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's talk about our second book. Our second book is titled Spicy Little Curses. It's let's see, it's a 126-minute read. Let's see how many pages that converts to on the Kindle. Where'd that go? I was just looking at
It
that. Hold on.
was, hold
It
on,
was here it is.
90
90
pages.
pages.
Yeah.
Okay. So also short and a little sweeter, I think.
Mhm.
You want to read the little
I got the,
synopsis?
yeah.
Okay.
A reporter's disbelief in the supernatural is tested when she uncovers a tattoo artist's sinister family secrets, an enthralling short story by New York Times bestselling author J.T. Geisinger?
That's how I said it.
Okay. Petra is skeptical when it comes to the French Quarter's creepy urban legends until she meets Dax Rousseau, the proprietor of House of Ink and Blood. The eldritch markings on his flesh tell more than the tale of a doomed bloodline. They come slithering alive. And the nearer Petra gets to the maddeningly sexy Dax, the closer she is to being the next victim of his ancient family curse.
Okay. So
This one felt like a fully fleshed out story.
I agree. It felt there was a beginning, a middle, and an end.
There was tension, there was sexy times, there was evil demons popping up left and right.
There was self-discovery
Mhm.
going on.
Growth, character growth.
She packed a lot into 90 pages.
She did.
And in contrast to the other story, this is very much improved in my opinion.
Mhm.
It had the snark that I like,
Oh,
the couple
so
had great
snarky.
banter. Um, I love New Orleans. It, like, really makes me feel like, the whole story that she was using had it feeling very or like the originals minus the vampires. Felt
Mhm.
very witchy,
Mhm.
which I
The
liked.
fog played a really big role, like, she was able to use the setting as another character, which is wonderful. I
It
love
felt
when
very
authors do that.
spooky, but, not in a scary way, but just kinda like, "Hey, there's something odd going on here." Uh,
Mhm.
but the ghost kinda added a little extra something, she saw the ghost behind him. I was like, "Ooh, what is that?"
Mhm. That
So,
creepy motherfucker.
yeah, so I enjoy overall high level, I enjoyed this one.
Same. Same. I sat down and read this in an hour, and it was
Mhm.
great. It
Yeah.
and it also what I appreciated about this was, like, while it wrapped up the main problem, there were several threads that were left, and she addressed all of them in the epilogue, and I was like, "This is still a problem, and this is still a problem, and this is still a problem, but that's
Mhm.
a future us problem," and I'm like, "Oh, so you're gonna
Could
write,
there
like, a
be
full-length
more?
novel of this?"
I would read them. I think
Mhm.
they're a fun couple. I like that she is a reporter, so she's asking questions, and she's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I got some witches in my history. I got, like, all these things going on now." I love it, and it was a fun time. I actually liked Petra as a character. I like Dax too. He was definitely
Grumpy.
brooding. Yeah, he's that grumpy kinda guy, which, works being that, anybody that falls in love with the men in his family die, and one person did die
Mhm.
that fell in love
So,
with him, so
question about that.
yeah.
He kept saying that she loved him. but
Mhm.
he never said that he loved her
He did
back.
not.
Do you think he loved Emmy? I think that was her name.
No, I don't.
Same. So
Yeah.
that was my thing. I was like, okay, this feels very one-sided. It feels very weird that he's like, yeah,
Mhm.
she loved me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but did you love her? Did she die for
No.
nothing? Like, this
Yes.
is.
She did die for nothing.
She died for nothing? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the timeline with all the women's deaths didn't make sense because, like, his mom was fully alive and he was old enough to remember his own mother dying. So she was with his father for years.
Mhm.
Whereas Emmy died before he even loved her. And they did say that, like,
But, they didn't say that you would die immediately.
no, they didn't. It was just every woman who falls in love with one of these men is going to die.
Mhm.
And I guess they lived long enough to keep procreating, except for Emmy, which doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the pattern. Even
But
Petra was, like,
yeah.
super early. They're, like,
Yeah.
definitely not in love when he starts coming
No.
after her.
It seems like once that tattoo kinda showed up on the woman, that's when it was curtains, like, "Okay,
Mhm.
hurry up because you about to die. I don't know when, but any minute now," or something. That's what it felt like.
Mhm.
Like you said, she definitely was not in love with him at
No.
this point in the story. I think
No.
she liked him, and, of course, obviously, they were hooking up, but she was not in love with him.
No. She didn't love him the first time she walked into the room or
Mhm.
his studio.
Mhm.
Um, I kept trying to say bar, and it was not a bar, it was a tattoo studio.
Mhm.
But, like, when it first started working and, like, obviously I think this was just my biggest annoyance with the book, that was that the women's deaths were not consistent
Mhm.
with the timeline.
Mhm.
It was just like, "Oh, if she loves him, then she's gonna die at some point," and it might be fast, it might be slow, it might be after she has a couple children or.
Yeah, it would've been nice to catch it, like, maybe if there was a trigger for it or
Mhm,
something, because you're right, like, they literally just met, and now it's this race to figure out how to break this curse
mhm.
before I die, but yet his mother was at least around for, I don't know, a long time before she died.
Yeah. If he remembers it, he'd have to be at least 5 years old to see his mother's tattoo and remember that, because you really don't remember anything before 5.
So this is the one twist that could have played into that, and I don't remember if his dad if this curse came from his maternal line or paternal line.
Paternal, the men.
Okay, so you're saying every time that the guy gets with a woman, they always have a boy?
Probably.
Because 'cause I'm like, it could have been from his paternal line, but his grandfather had a daughter, and that's his mother,
I mean, that's true,
and then it
but
passed to him because he's a boy, so it came back. Maybe?
all the men in his line, so he was talking
Yeah.
about how his dad died and his grandfather died and
Yeah.
his great, 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 great
I
grandfather.
don't know, it seems weird.
It
That
was
doesn't
weird. Like,
quite
that
connect.
that was just not.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it make sense, and
Yeah.
it just didn't.
That yeah.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah, she could clean that up a little bit. But, I mean, honestly, it was an easy, quick read. The audio for this was spectacular. The 2 narrators for this were
Ooh.
really good. Um, yeah, I really liked it. I'm trying to think what other issues I had, if any. Um,
I mean, the fact that she's a reporter and they're doing news on urban legends and bad-mouthing BuzzFeed when they are also probably like a BuzzFeed type of online reporting studio. That's not the right word. Like, it was just
I feel
yes,
like
I
she
liked
was,
it.
like, from vulture.com or something.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I appreciate that you're a news reporter, but also, why are you so insistent on this type of news?
Mhm. Like, what was the origin of that? Was it
Yeah. Why would you
yeah,
go from Chicago to New Orleans?
I don't know. Well, I guess it was because of him. He's the
Mhm.
one that she was hearing that had, like, some
Yeah,
kind
yeah, yeah.
of
No, she was hearing the urban
supernatural.
my thing is, like,
Yeah.
why as a reporter was she studying urban legends?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm. And then in the epilogue, her boss is like, "You need to come home. Why are you still down there? I'm being suspicious. You need to come back." And I was like, "Oh, I'm glad we're going to address this in whatever future book
Yeah.
because I have questions."
Right, and I do think there will be another book. Hopefully there is, because I would wanna continue reading, and
Mhm.
the author could probably connect those additional dots, and who knows,
Uh-huh.
maybe this was a one stop in a long list of places she was investigating for paranormal or supernatural things, and this
It's
was just
possible.
one of
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, maybe she was doing something like a series or something on it, and this is just one of the stops, you know? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, we
I
don't
don't know. It
know,
was
but it wasn't enough, pages to give us all of that.
yeah. 90 pages was way more than 52, and I'm
Yeah.
glad we got the extra fight scene and all of the stuff, but it was
Mhm.
still, like, this could have been a 300-page book, and it would
Yeah.
have been a fantastic 300-page book.
Yes, I think so, and I think that is what, Geisinger, is that what
I
he
think
said?
so.
That is what she set out to do, is what I think that Kimberly Lemming missed.
Mhm.
She just drew in a new reader. I've never read her before, but I will now after reading this. If I see something that has Petra and Dax on it,
Mhm.
I will say, "Oh, you know what that is? I'm gonna read this story."
Yep.
And that was a perfect hook, in my opinion, to pull me in and be interested in what else she's writing. So,
Mhm.
she understood the assignment.
I think the stark difference between them was that JT was writing the introduction to a
Mm,
story, right? Like the
mhm,
epilogue set up a lot of future problems, but
mhm,
they solved their main issue right now. So it's like a prologue story, so to
mm,
speak.
yes.
Whereas Kimberly Lemming tried to write like an entire story, sum it up, have everything all hunky dory happy. And I don't think she could
But
necessarily
why
write a
did
full page book for Lucy.
the only rule for this type of thing is probably what? Keep it under 100 pages, right? That's probably the rule for like novellas like this, right?
Probably.
So why not take another 40 pages and flesh it out a little more? Why not? Why
That's
did
what I'm
she
saying, like, she should have done that. But
Yeah,
I feel like Kimberly Lemming was trying to write and just get it on the page and get it complete and be like, "Okay, so she makes the wish, she meets the entities, we have the cute romance moments, then they have sex, and they're happily ever after." Like, she's skipping a lot of the tension. There was that tension moment with the
mhm,
weird possum skeleton dude who turned into a skeleton man who was like, "Walk away with me."
mhm,
But that's minimal tension. JT had so much tension because one or both of them were gonna die, and it looked like it right up until the last second until she was like, "Oh, wait, let me kill the faceless man instead."
right. Hmm,
So, yeah, no, JT definitely had a lot more tension, a lot more issues that they dealt with, and a good, like, they're overcoming something. Whereas Lucy never had to overcome anything. She just had to, like, accept her god lover
yes.
and be like, "Yes, now be 3 men for me."
And I think that this guy for the love interest, Dax, was just written better. I mean,
Mhm.
come on, a hot tattoo artist
Oh,
with the
yeah, no,
moving
snarky,
tats?
broody,
Yeah,
they were bitching at each other, but that was their love language, whereas the god, the one who waits,
he
Hemlock,
had no
whatever his name, was just kind of like,
he
"I'm a
had no
god and I love you,
personality.
and I'll do whatever you want."
Yeah, he had no individual personality about him.
Exactly.
Each part of him was literally copy paste out of a book he read.
Mhm.
So we don't even know what the real, version of him is.
And I don't think he knows either because he's been, like, nothing for thousands of years. He's just been at the
Yeah.
bottom of the well waiting and reading
Yeah.
romance novels.
Like a weirdo. But
Mhm.
so another reason why Spicy Little Curses delivered
Mhm.
something that was wholly enjoyable. Was it perfect? No, but it was enjoyable for what it was, and it was a good hook for me to wanna read more. So,
Mhm.
yay, good for her. I think that was exceptional. And what was missing? Let's see, what was missing from Spicy Little Curses?
A very spicy sex scene.
Mhm.
That sex scene there was the phrase, "Then they kissed passionately" during the
Yeah.
sex scene, and I rolled my eyes so hard they almost popped out of my head. I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, you needed a little help here."
Yeah.
Then they kissed passionately? No. That's not how you write a good sex scene.
No, that was not good at all. I would agree with you, but I don't know. I'm looking at the covers of the other stuff, and some of this stuff looks very like it could be very juicy. So maybe this was just her trying to not creep people out before they had a chance to read more. I don't know. Oh, what is this? This guy. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the cover art. Like, what is going on here? Okay. It looks like she writes a lot of contemporary darker romance, I guess. Looks like some
Mhm.
millionaire stuff going on in here. Burn for You is one of the titles. Looks like she's got some paranormal stuff. Queens and Monsters is the series. Okay, so she has it labeled Queens and Monsters. There's a slow burn, morally gray, beautifully cruel, dangerous beauty. Okay, she's got a lot of things going on here. Wicked Games. Yeah, I haven't heard of any of this stuff, but all right. I think I'm gonna pick something to read by her. Not right away, but I'm gonna pick something.
I'm gonna
Maybe
wait
we
and see if Dax and
yeah.
Petra have another story come up.
You might be waiting a long time.
Probably, but
Yeah, I might pick one of these, something that looks paranormal, and give it a try and see.
mhm. Let me
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, 'cause I'm definitely interested. Now I'm curious to see what her whole book would look like. All right, so should we go ahead and give a rating to
I think so.
this one? Okay, would you like to go first again?
Sure. Honestly, if I really wanna give it 3.5 stars, but I'm gonna round up to 4 because I gave Kimberly Lemming 3, and this one is better than Kimberly's, so but, like, in my heart of hearts, it's a 3.5, but since you won't let me do that, it's a 4.
Yes. Same. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4, and I was probably in the middle as well at the 3.5, but I'm gonna round up because I actually had a good time with it. And the fact that I actually wanna pick up another book by her and see what she's really about. Let me see a
Mhm.
whole book, and we'll see if this
Yeah.
was a fluke or not. So,
Hopefully
yay.
not a fluke, hopefully not.
Yeah, this was a good little sampling. What do you think? Do you think you'll read more of these novellas? I think there's what, 4 more? Yeah,
There's
4
4
more?
more. The only
Mhm.
author I'm genuinely curious about is Allie Hazelwood,
Mhm.
'cause we've read, what's the name of her wolf book?
Mate. Oh, but her other book is out too. We're gonna read that
Yeah,
soon.
that one. Like,
Fate, I think
she's
it's
the only
called.
one I'm genuinely curious about.
Mhm.
I don't really like Katie Roberts' style of writing. I've never read Ruby Dixon or Christina Lauren.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think Allie Hazelwood I might check out. Like, she's on my I'll put her on my TBR, and if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, I think Hot for Slayer, that's the name of her
Mhm,
story. It's 94 pages, so it's great because that means it might be a little more fleshed out. I'll
mhm,
probably get to it. Maybe if I can see, the thing is though, I'm always moving on to the next thing.
mhm.
And I know I can't do it right now because I have 2 other things that I need to move on to.
Yeah.
So if I can
Same.
remember to come back to it, I probably will do the Allie Hazelwood one, and I might try Ruby Dixon, but I'm not sure. After her little blue alien thing, I don't know.
I feel like
That
this would
was
have to be in that blue alien world, like,
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
can't. I read 2 of those books and I was like,
I still
so
haven't read them. I want to someday just to read them, but, like
it's jarring. So, this one's called Space Vampire, that's the story. So she does
okay,
love
so
aliens, but I guess we have a vampire in space? Oh, a abandoned human and a vampire clone
oh,
discover a unexpected connection. Interesting.
very interesting.
So, yeah, there's stuff to definitely check out if I ever get around to it. I guess I'll check it out as long as I have Kindle Unlimited, which I'm supposed to cancel any day now. I'm on my little free trial, and I don't read enough Kindle Unlimited stuff not to cancel it. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, this was a fun little one-off thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I really do like what we're doing over on book clubs right now. We are doing something over there with 31st Trick or Treater.
Okay.
And by the time this airs, we'll still be in the middle of it because it's like a Advent style spooky story. So you
Okay.
literally read one chapter every night.
Ooh.
So we have a little discussion board going, and every night we all kind of hop on there. Some of us are finished reading, some of us are not. I like reading it at night, so I'm not commenting until like 10 o'clock at night. And these chapters go pretty quickly, so I'm
Uh-huh.
able to read it in like 10 minutes or less. Like
Oh,
it's a
I like
super quick.
that.
Yeah, it's really bite sized. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting story. I'm really liking it. So if you're curious in that at all, come on over to book clubs and then get access to the Discord, because that's been on social media lately. The author did a good job of kind of, hyping that up. I think it's an
Yeah.
indie book, actually. I've seen that all over my TikTok, which, it just happened to be perfect timing because I
Perfect
saw it right
timing.
before
Yeah.
October 1, so,
Yeah.
like, a few days before, so we're doing that, and our regulars are participating, so it's a fun time. So if you wanna hop on over and read something else spooky.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that
Mm,
sounds great.
yes, and our buddy read for this month is also spooky, and that is giving me the chills, y'all. It's a ghost story, so crazy, like see, the thing is, with spooky season, it takes a lot to scare me. I
Mhm.
think ghosts are the sweet spot for me.
Mhm.
Like, ha slasher stuff, I don't care. Serial killers, I don't care, nothing scares me. But get a fucking ghost staring out the closet at me, oh, Lord! Oh, God.
Is it because you can't fight a ghost? Like, if you punch it, your hand goes through its
Yeah,
head?
I mean, let a ghost be in my face talking to me looking crazy. I will lose it. I will run away screaming.
No.
And it's written, from the kid's point of view, so
Ooh.
it's really, really scary. What's the name of this dang on book? Oh my gosh. Incidents Around the House.
No, that sounds scary.
It kinda is. I'm like, "This thing is creeping me out." Imma keep reading it.
Reject. Reject. No.
I love it though. It's like this it's perfect for this time of year. It's just enough. It's not I mean, it doesn't stop me from going to sleep, but I definitely get the chill up my spine like, "Ooh." So, y'all come over and join us. And also, so we're starting our new fantasy series. If you haven't heard, that's also starting Heartless Hunter. What do you think? Do you think that is fall vibes on that book?
Not
No?
really. I mean, it's witchy
Okay.
vibes. Like, it is I don't know, I kept, picturing summer when I read it back in January. I'm gonna have
Mhm.
to I remember most of it, but I was getting summery vibes, not fall vibes, but it is a
Okay.
witch, so
Okay.
maybe other people will get the fall witchy vibes.
I don't know. It still feels like summer in Michigan, so I guess that works
I
too.
mean, it's still summer here in Tennessee. It's 85
Yeah.
degrees
Yeah.
outside.
That's how warm it is. Here it's 83 right now.
Ugh,
It's like,
yeah.
WTF? It is fall in Michigan, dude. Where is my 65 degrees?
Global warming.
Oh, I know. I want my sweater weather. I want
I
my little
know, I
cute
want my sweater weather too.
I have sets I need matching sets I gotta wear. All right. I guess we're done. We
I
had
think
enough
we're done.
chit-chat.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the conversation, Casey. It was fun.
Of course. Anytime.
Yes. Thanks for listening, everyone. We appreciate you for listening to the entire episode, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave a positive 5-star review. It's a simple action that makes a big difference. You can also like this episode on your favorite podcast player or share it with your fellow bookworm friends on social media. Joining the Shelf Addiction Patreon family is another way to support us. For as little as $2 a month, you can help our team create even more amazing bookish content. If Patreon isn't your thing, consider becoming a supporter on the Spreaker app for just $5 a month and gain access to exclusive audio-only content. You can find me everywhere, including Instagram, X, and TikTok under the handle Shelf Addiction. Join our book club of the same name on the book club's website and app, where we discuss all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. Thanks for tuning in.